What's the best comedy movie you have ever watched? Surprised no one mentioned Rat Race so far. I'm not sure if I consider it the best comedy movie, but it has some of the best comedy scenes of all movies. They're far-fetched, utterly weird, yet somehow built up very well. I especially like the classical music accompanied scenes of the two brothers, and the squirrel lady joke. Though the scene with Hitler's car, and its climax also has its own shocking charm. The entire movie is gold, but my favorite moment is a blink and you'll miss it. Robin Williams comes out of the kitchen during dinner, right into a conversation in which Gene Hackman says of course it's wrong to kill an abortion doctor, and Robin Williams just this subtle but spot on gasp of horror that the conversation has gone to this topic. It's brilliant. Underrated movie. I watched it when I was probably 10 yo. We live in a very conservative country and household. My family acted exactly the same way Gene Hackman did when he found out Mrs. Coleman/Goldman is a man. Top tier movie, I have it on DVD, watch it from time to time. Robin Williams 10/10, Nathan Lane 10/10, Gene Hackman 10/10, Hank Azaria 12/10. Agadir. Spartacus, he insisted in using his full name. I wanna dancey, all night. Rip Robin Williams, you were my childhood. Aladdin, Jack, Jumanji, Birdcage. I love it all. That kitchen scene where all three actors are breaking is so joyous. Robin Williams wasn't supposed to slip and fall, but it was so funny they left it in. This dinner is a nightmare. I feel like I'm riding an insane horse towards a burning building. Stop crying, God damn you. This movie is one of my favorites. And it's so relevant to today. Hank Azaria was such a blast in this movie. Val, you can cook, right? Agadir, your father seems to think so. When Robin Williams passed, I made a massive list of his flicks to watch. I ended with Birdcage, and I think it captured his wild personality great. He really made the 90s a special time. I almost pissed myself watching when Robin Williams tried to teach Nathan Lane to be more man. Nathan's hysterical screams are so funny when his toast breaks when he tries to spread butter like a man. You do an eclectic celebration of the dance. You do Foss. You do Martha Graham. Hank Azaria in his little cut-offs. Are you afraid of my Guatemala-ness? The original French movie was also pretty good, but holy heck, Williams and Lane were a match made in heaven. Blazing Saddles. The producers. Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Basically, any Mel Brooks movie will have me laughing till I cry. He's going to be sorely missed when he passes away. I've literally never heard a theater audience laugh harder than the Jon Lovitz Hitler scene. People were absolutely falling out of their chairs. I think there's a ton of great stuff in that movie. I especially like Amy Smart's character becoming this absolute psychopath, chasing her boyfriend in a helicopter when she sees he's cheating on her. Those are like real helicopter stunts for that part. Are you insane? This is Hitler's car, is a line where the line itself isn't really that funny so much as Jon Lovitz's delivery of said line, and then it becomes absolutely hysterical. You couldn't make Blazing Saddles today. People would just watch 5 minutes and say, hey wait, this is just Blazing Saddles. I laughed so hard I started coughing watching Rat Race. My cheeks and abs were sore afterwards. I don't think I've ever laughed that hard at a movie. It's not a good movie, but it's so absurd and ridiculous. Full of veteran actors who played their roles to the fullest. John Cleese's teeth. Cuba Gooding Jr. and the Lucis. Kathy Bates and the Squirrel. Seth Green and that other guy who isn't famous, like the only one, and the hot air balloon and cow. Kathy Najimy and Jon Lovitz, and the kids, and everything they do. They are maybe the best part of the movie. I still think I'm prairie dogging it when I really have to go. I think I might have to watch it later. Rat Race is quite good. I've always thought it was sort of a remake of It's a Mad 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 World from 1963. Give yourself a treat and watch that one if you haven't. And if you have seen it already, watch it again. Except, we're both wearing sailor hats. Then we get into a jacuzzi filled with Pepto-Bismol, I clip your toenails, and you shave my buttocks. The brothers at the airport tarmac scene makes me cry laughing every time. I find more occasion than I would have expected to say, have you seen this room? Yes. We're in it. The Birdcage. The way Robin Williams and Nathan Lane play off of each other is amazing, and it's easily my favorite comedy. Gene Hackman and Hank Azaria just make the movie that much better. The fact that Nathan Lane didn't get an Oscar nomination for his portrayal of Albert is criminal. For how much of his dialogue is screamed, his character is so complicated and nuanced. That scene when he's trying so hard to pass in that brown suit, just so he can support his baby on an important night in a way that would make him proud. Heartbreaking.